Good morning, guys. Welcome to today's vlog. We are headed to church. I am waiting at the moment. They decided that they were going to go in and get some muffins and stuff for breakfast. It's a habit I started a long time ago on Sunday mornings. A lot of times we would be getting up exceptionally early for church. It's not true this morning, but a lot of times in the past we would get up exceptionally early for church because we had to do something. We either opened the church or we had set up in the morning, or I was part of the worship team, so I'd practice in the morning, those sorts of things. So a lot of the mornings we would just be in a rush, and then of course when we had baby Josh and we'd have to rush around and do all that stuff. So we'd end up grabbing breakfast on the way, and it's just become a habit to get breakfast on Sunday mornings.
I got chocolate Danish.
I bet that is so not healthy for you, right? And here's mine, which is probably worse. Let's see. It says the serving size is a half a muffin, which I always wondered who was the person that would eat a half a muffin for breakfast. And, ooh, yeah, it's worse than his. So, this just in, we need to end having muffins on Sunday morning. Yay! So what a day. We got out of church and we went home, fed the dog, and then headed over to my family's house and hung out with them. And I wasn't able to do any real recording over there. We're stopping at the grocery store to get some dinner and then heading home. I'm probably going to do a little vlogging later on and see what we can get there. Right now it is so hot out today. Church was good though. Family visit was good. Hoping to hang out with them some later on this week. Josh has had fun pretty much sticking his head in video games, I think, most of the day. But that's okay because he starts some sort of type of classes tomorrow, preschool type, not preschool, but before school, introductory type of classes tomorrow. So he has to get up super early in the morning. He has to go to bed early tonight. He's excited about going to bed early tonight, aren't you? Come on, early bedtime, woohoo, right? Yeah. Super enthused. He's totally over the moon about it. Or maybe that's me. Nah, I'm just joking. I actually love spending time with him during the summer. It's really nice. I really look forward to it. The school year is often such a burden. Well, we stopped in Meijer. So we need to pick up a few things for dinner and need to feed the doggy for happiness. What are you looking at? His symbol?
Yes.
I guess it's give Paul's Piece a chance.
My kids
I
have
think we could probably get that one for our dog.
spoiled dog on board.
Yeah.
I was thinking of this one.
Why? Do you have 4 paws?
Yes.
Where's your 4 paws? Hey guys, doing some laundry. Thought I'd do some vlogging while I was at it. I know there's some clips from earlier during the day. This should be day 10 of vlogging, and I have some thoughts. The first thing is that this has been a lot of fun. We've enjoyed doing it, and the second thing is that I realized that if I were to keep going on with it, that I'm getting braver as the day goes on, a little more bold about where and when I'm willing to videotape. And I think that's cool. You know, I think it would work out great. We had a lot of fun doing it. But I've noticed some things. Number one, I think I need a new camera if it's something that I really want to take part in. But number two is I don't want to be just making a vlog because I feel obligated that day to do something. And I certainly don't have an audience built yet. I might down the road, but I don't right now. And so I'd rather maybe put the effort into making a vlog here and there where it's fun and it's things that are not just boring everyday things. So I think from here on out that this might be something that we continue on doing, and it's been fun for these last few days. But my son starts school in a couple weeks, and life gets very routine at that point. Life gets very school, work, homework, and stuff, and various activities during the week that take part in. And just to be blunt, those things are not always safe to post on the internet because you're posting location and stuff. I think we might look forward to doing some fun videos here and there and enjoying it, and certainly doing that thing. So, This will probably be the last daily vlog for right now. As I said when I started this 10-day thing, that it was pre-vlogging. It was something for us to kind of get our feet wet and have a little fun with it and put a couple videos out there, and something for us to begin talking about. But while I've got you here, I'd like to put some of my thoughts about today down. My husband and I and my son, we went to church this morning, and let me start out by saying it's a wonderful church, and I don't have anything bad to say about the church as a whole. It's a great place to go. This is a place that we're visiting, but really it's an enjoyable place. We've enjoyed it every time we've gone. So certainly what I have to say here is not about them. But they sang this one song this morning, and it started talking about how we owe God our praise. And let me say, I realize that not all viewers might be Christian or have that sort of perspective. But for those of you who don't know, if you just live in a place where you don't know what the faith is, in Christianity, Jesus died on the cross to save us from our sins. And it is, in a lot of places, it is believed that you kind of have to earn your way into heaven. You have to be good enough. And Christianity says you can't possibly be good enough. God knew this, so that's why He sent His Son to die in our place. And that has forgiven us of all sins. And I think it really just hit me in a weird way this morning, because I think that's something that we always do, that many Christians do, is we're trying to work our way into heaven. And that is one of the big messages of our faith, is that you can't. If you try to keep the law and you fail even one part, you failed the whole thing. The point is that you're never going to be good enough. And that is why Jesus died on the cross. So to say that we owe Him something, I believe that means that we are obliged to pay Him praises. And it just hit me in such a funny way. And I actually asked some people about it, and really nobody wanted to bite on that and answer it in any way. But it really hits me. Like, I think before I wouldn't have thought anything of it, but really today it hit me in such an immeasurable way of saying, no, I don't owe God my praise. And let me say, I should have owed God my praise. It is something that He is deserving of, and to say that He is worthy of it and that He's deserving of it, those are real things. But the point is that I was forgiven of my sins, and I was made clean, and I don't have a debt anymore, and I don't owe Him. And see, the first thing people say is, well, he did all this wonderful good work, and so He's deserving of it, so we owe it to Him. And I say, look at it this way. Imagine that you gave somebody, we'll say your son or your daughter, you gave them a present worth a lot of money, and they are clearly not in the place to repay you. And so that every day they come to your house and they say, oh, I want to thank you so much for that present. And it's nice at first, and it's great at first, but they come back every single day, and they every day they're gonna say thank you. They're gonna say thank you, and you're gonna be like, yeah, I said you're welcome. Now, imagine they say, I have to do this. I owe it to you. When you give a gift, that is the very definition of a gift. It's nothing is owed. It's free. There's no more to it. So to say that you owe God something means that you're in debt to Him, and it means that it's something that you can pay off. And that's where it hit me as being, wow. To think that we are going to stand here and say we owe Him our praise. And I think that is a direct spit on the nature of the gift of our salvation. Now, that's not saying we shouldn't praise God. That's not saying that He doesn't love our praises and that He doesn't dwell in our praises. That's not the point. The point is that one little 3-letter word, owe. Do you owe God anything? And that's something that I think we should all think about. What do you owe God? If you're a Christian, you don't owe him anything. Even if you should owe him something. Because I would say, if we really look at it, we probably should owe him some things. But that's not what he's told us. He's told us we owe him nothing. We are forgiven of all our debts. Now, when you start thinking about that and you turn around and tell somebody else they owe you something, that's a whole nother story. But in the meantime, this whole statement of we owe God our praise, I don't know. Sometimes I think about things that aren't important to other people. A lot of people would have just sang the song and been like, whatever. We got the point. The whole point is that he's deserving and he's worthy and we should honor him, and that's the point. But I'm really caught up on that word, oh. And I couldn't sing the song. And the reason I couldn't sing the song was because I don't owe God anything. And to stand there and say in a song, I owe you my praise, I owe you my praise, and I think that is to me almost spitting on the gift, because I am trying to pay him back for a present that he gave me. And I can't imagine somebody in life trying to do that for me. And there's a difference between that and having an attitude of gratitude, where we are thankful and we are honoring of the fact that, that we were given a gift and it was free and there was no debt and we don't owe anything. And living out of that thankfulness and praising God out of that thankfulness and that gratefulness. And I think that's what I mean by, I think about things in a way that other people don't sometimes, because a lot of people, that's what the song is about. We are supposed to be thankful. We are supposed to honor him, and we're supposed to, because we're supposed to be thankful for all the things that he did for us and things, and that's what the song means. And I'm like, yeah, but it still uses that word owe, and owe means obligation. It means I have to pay it back. And what a freedom thought when we realize we owe God nothing. Well, I'm going to end the vlog there. As I said, I don't know that daily vlogs are going to come from here. The reality is I don't have an audience. I have like 5 views at this point. I have no subscribers besides my own friend, and that's where I stand. And you know what? I really hope someday, like, people are watching this in the future, like, wow, she had no subscribers and now she has thousands or something. I can't even imagine that. Really. Well, actually, I can't imagine that, but I say I can't imagine that. I can imagine that. It would be awesome, but I don't think it's going to happen overnight. So, I would be really cool to think someday somebody's looking back at these vlogs like, wow, look how fat she was. Really, that's funny. You can laugh, it's okay. I'm the double chin, It's all good. Really, you've seen Shay Carl, right? He got fat, skinny, get a little chubby again, he's gonna get skinny again. It's all good. Anyway, I hope you have a good night, and I hope to see you in the future. I hope you see less of me in the future, but also more of me. I don't know what I mean. Bye!